Courtroom going live, now we're bringing you the heat. From the judge to the jury, everybody's on screen. We're from the Live Zoom court, you know what I mean. Boots on the floor, but the courtroom's online. Judge on the screen and the case is in line. From Texas to the world, we're watching it unfold. Every single hearing got a story to be told. Click that link, microphone on mute. Everybody watching, trying to figure out the truth. Gavel hits hard, chat starts going crazy. Courtroom gets quiet when the judge says maybe. Live Zoom court, everybody tune in from the courthouse screen. Let the proceedings begin. Judge on camera, gavel coming down. Case is going live from every side of town. Live Zoom court, from the country to the city. Real courtroom moments and the chat gets gritty. Turn that volume up, let the whole world see. Live Zoom court, streaming justice digitally. Red light flashing, yeah, we're live on the scene. No courthouse hallway, just a computer screen. Attorney speaking, defendant standing by. Judge looks serious, everybody asking why. Country road, city streets, different courtroom doors. But when that gavel hits, everybody wants more. No Hollywood script, no movie set scene. Just real proceedings happen, live on the screen. Mic check, 1, 2, everybody lock in. Court starts now, let the hearing begin. Judge got the facts, attorney's got the case. Everybody watching every move and every face. From the Lone Star State to courts worldwide. Different location, but the same legal right. Chat moving fast, notifications ring. When the judge says order, everybody does their thing. Live Zoom court, everybody tune in from the courthouse screen. Let the proceedings begin. Judge on camera, gavel coming down. Case is going live from every side of town. Live Zoom court, from the country to the city. Real courtroom moments and the chat gets gritty. Turn that volume up, let the whole world see. Live Zoom court, streaming justice digitally. So grab your seat, keep your eyes on the screen. You never know what the next hearing might mean. From country roads to the courtroom floor, we'll see you next time on Live Zoom Court.
We are back, baby. Live Zoom court. Judge Washington in Waukesha County.
I think you're in the wrong court. I think you're supposed to be the magistrate's Zoom.
Oh, okay. Well, I will go appear there. Sorry about that. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, the court will call the case of J.P. Morgan Chase Bank in A versus Dylan Sellers Stone, case number 26C1221.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. It's Craig Fay, P81401 on behalf of plaintiff.
And good afternoon, Your Honor. Jennifer Palin, P8284 on behalf of defendant.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. Your 4P12 today.
So we haven't yet resolved it. It's likely to resolve. So if the court would just want to maybe adjourn the pretrial out 45, 60 days, we'll probably have it resolved in that time frame.
Thank you. You agree with that?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll adjourn this matter to October the 8th, 2026. And I'll do that at 2:00 p.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
You're all set. Have a good day.
You too.
We have another court case later. The HOA debacle.
Roll call case of Independence Capital Recovery LLC versus Jamie Church, case number 26C1016.
Attorney Megan McKelly appearing on behalf of the plaintiff, Independence Capital Recovery.
Good afternoon, Diana Xagararis appearing on behalf of the defendant, P32106.
Thank you. Good afternoon. We're here today for a pretrial in this matter.
That's correct, Your Honor. We're here. I believe this is the second pretrial.
It is.
Second pre-trial.
And the two of you have had a chance to talk, and where are we, please?
Your Honor, we did have an opportunity to speak. I think if we could continue our settlement discussions, we'd be able to get this resolved. So I propose adjourning this pretrial for about 45 days, and I think we'll be able to get it wrapped up.
That's correct, Your Honor. I work through a debt settlement company, and there is active negotiation going on.
All right, thank you. Does the October 8th date work with everybody's calendar?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's 10:30?
No, it's not. That would be at 2 o'clock.
2:30.
2 o'clock.
Oh, 2. Okay. Boy.
2 o'clock.
Very good. Thank you.
See you then on October 8th at 2 p.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a good day.
We have a
Thank you.
TPO hearing as well. We might get to as well in a little bit.
Roll call the matter of Credit Acceptance Corporation versus Rebecca Henderson. Case number 26C.
Natural answer is
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Navjot Francis on behalf of Plaintiff's Attorney of Record.
Ms. Patterson, please state your name.
Rebecca Lynn Patterson.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
All right, we're here for a pretrial and a motion for summary disposition today. Have the parties had an opportunity to talk?
We did,
Yeah.
Your Honor, and we did work out a resolution.
Thank you.
We have agreed to enter into a consent judgment. It is for the full balance, which including the damages, costs, and statutory attorney fee is $23,320.26.
Oh.
However, we have also agreed to a settlement in full for defendant to pay $4,614.68 by 11/20/26. If she does that, we will satisfy the judgment with that amount. And she did give plaintiff permission to sign the judgment to submit it.
All right, and so it's a judgment for 4,600.
4614.68.
Damn.
Ma'am, is that a correct statement of their agreement that you've reached, that you're gonna pay a total of $4,614.68 in total settlement of this matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. I will sign that judgment upon its receipt.
Thank you.
Thank you. You are all set. Who will you be sending that over, Ms. Francis?
I'm sorry.
When will you be sending it over?
Oh, they should send it over in the next day or two.
I'm gonna put it on for entry of order to ensure that it is been sent over. Entry of order date will be September 17th, 2026 at 2:30 p.m. for entry of order. If the order is in, then no one needs to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're gonna switch over here. Oh, they just went into break. Damn it. Okay. Hold on. Let's come over here. do this guy.
I'm going to need to take some testimony from you, so would you raise your right hand so I can swear you in? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead and put your hand down. My understanding of the agreement is that you're going to plead to
Should be going pretty soon, goddamn. Tell me
count two. Can we mute Mr. Hall? Thank you. You're going to plead guilty to count 2, which is possession of a firearm under the influence, and you're going to plead guilty to an added count 4 of operating while visibly impaired, and the prosecutor is going to dismiss the more serious charges of count 1 and count 3. Is that what you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me take the weapons charge first then and talk to you about that. That says that on or about May 26th of 2026 in Livingston Township and Otsego County, that you did carry or have her under your control or possess a firearm while you had a blood alcohol level that was above the legal limit. That is
Oh,
above 0.08 grams per 100
damn.
milliliters of blood, or you had your ability to use the firearm was visibly impaired because of consumption of alcohol. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
What weapon was that?
The weapon was concealed, the Sig Sauer.
What caliber Sig Sauer was it?
What caliber? Yes.
Yes.
9 millimeter.
Damn.
Your Honor.
And where? And yes, sir.
To tell you the truth, I had no intention of even having that in there, but I carry it, and I never even thought about having it. So I mean, I had no intention of even digging it out, and through my condition, this is the end result.
All right. What did you have to drink while you were carrying your Sig Sauer?
I had a shot of VO or another thing. I had one shot, and that's another thing there. I mean, alcohol has never affected me like that, you know, that bad. Because what I was doing, I took off, I thought, well, Larry, you're in trouble. I said, I got a good friend that lives on North Ohio Street. You better get over there, and then he'll harbor me and get me a ride back home. And before that took place, I was in handcuffs.
So what kind of alcohol was it that you had this shot?
It was whiskey, and it was 2 brands. One was Seagram's VO, and I can't remember the name of it because I don't normally drink that.
So a very
Whiskey.
strong drink, right?
Yes, sir.
And you realized that that drink had a significant impact on your physical abilities?
Before I took it?
No, after you took it.
Well, after I seen the effect of it, yes, because I've drank for 60 years. I'm 80, and
80 and you
I've
drank
never
for
had
6
anything.
years. What
and
the
what
hell?
I've been thinking is maybe I took a shot on top of when I had a sugar burst, because I am a diabetic.
All right, but either way, you knew that you shouldn't be driving, right? And that's why you wanted to stop at your friend's house, right?
That's correct.
So the alcohol or whatever
What
it was
the
had a
hell?
significant effect on your ability to drive, and you knew that, right?
Well, after I did it, yes, sir.
Right. While you were driving, you realized you shouldn't be driving because it was affecting you. Is that accurate?
That's correct.
All right. And you had which car did you, or what vehicle did you use while you were heading from where you had the drink to your friend's house?
Well, I had a white Ford pickup truck.
White Ford pickup.
And were you driving on public roads on Old 27 at that time?
That's correct.
And that was in Livingston Township of Otsego County.
Yes, that was at Ed Vanderbilt.
All right. Ms. Bruker, any questions as to factual basis?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Garfield, questions as to factual basis as to either one of these counts?
No, Your Honor.
All right. I will accept Mr. Crawley's guilty plea as to operating while visibly impaired and to possession of a firearm while being under the influence. He has indicated that he consumed alcohol, that it did have a significant effect on his physical abilities and his ability to drive. That's why he was going to stop at a friend's house. And then at the time that he did that, he was carrying concealed a Sig Sauer 9mm firearm, which those facts would constitute violations of operating while visibly impaired and also possession of a firearm under the influence. So I will accept that. I do find that he's given me a plea knowingly, intentionally, and voluntarily based on his answers to my questions. So let me make my notes. And then Mr. Garfield, you mentioned that he's got a substance abuse assessment set up and it should be done fairly shortly. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right, we will adjourn for a sentencing date in the future after that assessment is completed. What was the date that he's going to take the examination next, Mr. Garfield?
August 31st, Your Honor.
All right, so we need to have it in September. Do we have something maybe the 3rd? Let's do the last week of September if we've got something then.
Yeah, we've got room on the 24th in the morning.
Not September 24th at 9 a.m. Any conflicts with that?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Crawley, any problems with that date?
No. No.
All right. I'll see you again on September the 24th at 9 a.m. for sentencing. Thank you very much, sir. That's all for today.
Damn.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We are now switching to Judge Derek.
Daughter, she was about to lose her job, but they gave her another chance. So it's just been, Daddy, I need, Daddy, I need, Daddy, I need, Daddy, can you, Daddy, can you? So, you know, it's been all family this time. So, you know, I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing for y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's been all family this time. I didn't do anything. I didn't get anything accomplished because it's been all Daddy this time.
Wait a second. Whoa. I'm not going to accept the statement that you didn't get anything accomplished. Okay? Because Mr. Hill, because you showed up here today as you always do. Like, you care about this program, you care about trying to get this done. So you showed up here today. All right. That right there is a win. All right. Since I saw you last, no new tickets, no arrests, no anything like that. That's a win. And you again showed your character by making sure that you were there for the people who needed you most. Now, you know, what I'm trying to do with this program is to make sure that your ability to be there for your family, for your work, all that stuff is no longer limited by this, you know, artificial ceiling that's in place because of your license status. I'm trying to remove that. But within those confines, you are still making progress. So I mean, as long as you want to stick with us, I don't define what's happened in the last 90 days as nothing. All right. You showed up here, you stayed out of trouble, you still were available to your family, and you still want to be a part of this. How would I ever view that as a failure? So, I mean, I know you hold yourself to a high standard. I know you want to do right by this program, but we will get there. Right?
And I know it's just been so long, and, you know, I'm just, you know, every time I try to move forward, I went to the Secretary of State, I made an appointment. I made an appointment with the Secretary of State. I got off work early. You know, I go up there, I say, okay, can I get an appointment today? There's like 6 people in there. I just need a copy of my driver record.
We're switching. I don't want to listen to this. Hold on, y'all. We're going to Judge Cedric.
It was Court calls the case, People versus Tierra Sharp.
Lucas, on behalf of Ms. Sharp, if you could please state your name. She should be over Zoom.
Good afternoon. My name is Sierra Sharp.
Hello. Oh, Mr. Sharp, can you state your name, please?
I'm sorry. My name is Sierra Sharp. Hello, Your
Tierra.
Honor.
Gotcha. Okay.
Bellinger and I have discussed this case today. There are some factors here that I'd like to discuss with the responding police officers and firefighters who were on scene at this time. I'm requesting some more time.
All right. No objections.
No.
September 17th, 2026, 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
Courthouse case, People versus Adam Sirota.
Brian Bowling on behalf of Mr. Serrata, who should be present on Zoom. Sir, can you unmute, activate your camera, and state your name, please?
Okay.
And it looks to be
Adam Sirota.
All right.
Your Honor, I'm asking that an exam be set in this matter. I believe discovery to be complete.
And would people have their witnesses available the first? Preliminary examination will be set September 1st, 2026.
September
at
1st.
12 noon with you.
12 noon before me.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Court does call the case of the People versus Joel Spina.
Assistant Public Defender Zoe Hutchins on behalf of Mr. Spina, who should be appearing via Zoom. Mr. Spina, please state your name for the record.
My name is Joel Spina.
Okay. I have before me a plea form. Plea form indicates that the defendant is going to be pleading to counts 3 and 4. Both are charges of embezzlement by an agent or trustee, 200 but less than 1,000, both 1-year offenses. Upon a successful plea to those two charges, counts 1 and 2 would be dismissed. There's further an agreement that the defendant agrees to restitution in the amount of $107.97 that will be due at the time of sentencing. And that's the court's full understanding.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Sir, can you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, state your name again, please.
My name is Joel Spina.
All right, you can put your hand down. Sir, it is this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading guilty to 2 charges of embezzlement by an agent or trustee, less or $200 or more, but less than 1,000. Those are
Correct, sir.
misdemeanors. That's okay. Those are misdemeanors, punishable by up to 1 year incarceration, $2,000 fine plus court costs. The fine could be increased if 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $2,000, that would become the maximum fine. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
You understand also, sir, that while I'm taking your plea, I would not be your sentencing judge, and you would be sentenced before Judge Freshour in the 14A3 District Court.
Okay.
You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Understanding all of that, do you still wish to plead guilty
Yes, sir.
to the charge of embezzlement by an agent or trustee, $200 to $1,000 as contained in count 3? How do you plead?
I plead guilty.
To that same charge as contained in count 4, how do you plead?
I plead guilty.
Now you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, sir.
You signed or had cause to be signed on your behalf an advice of rights form. Is that correct?
That is correct, sir.
Do you have any questions regarding any of those rights?
No, sir.
You understand you're giving up all of those rights, inclusive of the rights contained in paragraph 5, which are your rights, your trial rights. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, sir.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you to plea?
No, sir.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, sir.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
And also because you believe that you're guilty of this offense?
Yes, sir.
The dates between November 14, 2024 and November 17,
We'll be watching
2024 at the
Alex Manning
location
after
of
this.
100 North
TPO.
Stabler Road, Scioto Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan. Were you an employee of the Kiwanis Club?
Yes, sir.
What did you do that makes you think that you're guilty?
They entrusted me with what I thought was a gas card, and I used it on a gambling site.
Oh.
Okay, so you had a credit card
Damn.
or some other type of card belonging to Kiwanis.
Yes, sir.
You came into possession of that by virtue of your employment with the Kiwanis Club.
Correct, sir.
And you were allowed to use that card for certain purposes. Is that correct?
That is correct, sir.
And you use that card for purposes not related to your employment, but related something personal to you, that being a gambling site.
Correct, sir.
And the monies that you used, you would agree, were assets or belonged to Kiwanis, whether it be credit, whether it be the money, belonged to Kiwanis.
Yes, sir.
And you did that on at least 2 occasions?
Yes, sir.
And was the amount that you used that card for in excess of $200 on each of those occasions? On at least
Yes.
2 of the occasions?
Oh, hey.
Yes, sir. There were only 2.
There were only 2. And so, okay, so there are only 2, and each time that you used that card, the amount that you used was in excess of $200. Is that correct?
Correct, sir.
Damn.
I don't think there's anything else I need. Sir, I do have to advise you that between the time I accept your plea and the time of sentencing, excuse me. I do have to advise you that between the time I accept your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rules, you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea, and the court would not be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation. You understand that?
I do, sir.
Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No.
And have I complied with the court rule?
Court has.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty.
A guilty
counts
plea.
3 and 4. Counts 1 and 2 are dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered at 14A3 probation. Sentencing in this matter will be October 5th, 2026, 9 a.m. before Judge Freshour. Bond will complete.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And we
Thank you,
are
sir.
now switching to
Thank-
Judge Manning. Hold on.
Miss Denise?
Yes.
Thank you. Hold on. Miss Denise? Miss Denise? All right. Can you figure out how to take yourself off? Take yourself off mute. All right, Miss Hawkins, you need to turn your camera on too.
How do I do that?
Miss Hawkins, I'm not
I'm
IT.
trying to. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I got to be able to see you.
Can I go get on with my husband? It's saying that the host disabled it. What, am I the host?
No, you're not the host. There you go. I'm asking you. I hit the little button asking you to turn on your camera.
Okay, you got me?
Got you. All right. If all 3 of you will raise your right hands, please.
Judge Manning seems sick
Military
right
right.
here.
Do you swear firm testimony about to give is the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth? Mr.
Yes.
Hawkins? Mr. Hawkins?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, here's the thing. We're not going to talk over each other. We're not going to argue with one another. Ms. Hawkins, you have to be still. You have to sit down and light somewhere, like my mom used to say. Got to see your face, your backlit. All right. Once you start from those recent event, Miss Denise, and work backwards, okay? And be specific. If it was Mr. Hawkins, say him. If it was Miss Hawkins, say her. You folks don't interrupt her, and I won't. And then I'll let you folks ask a couple of questions, or I can ask a couple. Okay? Go ahead, Miss Denise.
All I know is that I have to admit that I did allow him to come here because I'm a senior. I'm in a 1-bedroom apartment, and I'm really not supposed to let nobody stay with me, but I did take them and their kids in. But anyway, to make a long story short, they basically took over my apartment.
They took over
you know,
her
it got to the
apartment,
point where sometimes I was having to urinate in the trash can in my bedroom because my bathroom was always...
what? You had to go pee in a trash can. Wow.
You know, being tied up. So anyway, the night before Christmas, I had said to Felicia, because her 18-year-old was in the bathroom, I said to Felicia on Christmas Eve, I said, can you please tell Sine that I have to use the bathroom real bad? I said, because the level of ignorance and disrespect that she has for me, I said, I don't understand because I've been nothing but good to her since I first met her. And then I also said, I don't owe her a effing thing. So I came in my room and I pushed my door to. So next thing I know, I hear Felicia out there screaming and hollering and cussing. So I go out there, I'm thinking she talking to the girl, but she out there jumping around. It's like 1 o'clock at night. I got neighbors. She out there in the living room jumping around, screaming and hollering and cussing, talking about what she gonna do to my pastor's wife.
Who was out there jumping around, screaming and cussing?
Felicia was. Felicia was in there jumping around talking about they want Flip. They got MF and Flip. I guess Flip is her nickname or whatever. So she's in there jumping around, screaming and cussing, talking about what she's going to do to my pastor's wife. So, but which I don't understand because when they first came here, those kids, they came here with nothing. Those kids came here in pajamas and slippers. They didn't even have clothes and coats. So my pastor's wife, she got clothes, she got coats. She even made sure we ate every day until the food stamps came through. She did nothing but help. You know, she got a bunch of blankets so that they was able to lay on the floor. So
okay, so hold on. Let's get back to you two, not your pastor's wife.
Okay.
What else did Miss Hawkins do to you?
So then her husband says to me, because I'm shaking, I'm scared, I'm not gonna lie. Okay,
hold on. What else did Miss Hawkins do to you? We'll get to Mr. Hawkins in a minute. What else did Miss Hawkins do to you?
Miss Hawkins.
She went outside and smoked a cigarette. She didn't do nothing else to me.
Okay, but in your thing it says there's been some death threats or something like that.
Okay, well, when I was in the hospital, that's when I was in the hospital. She told me, because I had been hospitalized twice. I was in 2 different hospitals. She told me, she said, the reason why you sick, because it's a spirit of death following you around your house. And she told me that her and her kids was praying that I died, that I was going to die.
What?
Okay. That's what she told me when I was in the hospital. So, you know, I had told her. And then she also had told me that some of her kids heard me call the 2 little girls MFers. I never called those kids that. So she gonna say that her husband heard it too. So I told her, I said, well, since your kids and your husband is lying on me, I want y'all out of my house before I get out the hospital. Because one thing I don't like is liars, because I've seen a lot of people get in trouble because of lies. And if you tell one lie, you'll tell another one. And like I said, your kids is not going to jam me up. Okay, so
they were all staying at your house?
Yes, it was the husband, the wife, and 6 kids. Ages.
Wait a minute, hold on. You have a 1-bedroom apartment?
Yes, ma'am.
And all of you were staying there?
Yes, ma'am.
So you opened your house to them as a favor?
Well, it was cold and they didn't have nowhere to go, and I felt sorry for the kids. And I can't, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have a real kind heart. I always get the short end of the stick, but I learned my lesson this time. You know what I'm saying? Everything was fine when they first came. But then what happened was, like I said, when I was in the hospital and I told her that, I wanted her and them to go. So she was like, fine. She said, I'm gonna put my kids somewhere safe tomorrow until me and Sean, which is her husband, until we get on our feet. So I said, thank you. I'd appreciate that. So after that, she called me back because I guess she realized since they've been here for a certain amount of time that I couldn't put them out. So she called me back, telling me we ain't going no MF from where until the FI get ready. This RSHIT now, we up in this piece. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, Felicia, not right now. And I can't go through this, you know what I'm saying? So then anyway, like I said,
She likes to use
on
the
Christmas
motherfucker
Eve, when she
a
was
lot,
in here acting a
Felicia.
fool, her husband Sean gonna say to me, you can't put us out, and the leasing office can't put us out neither. His exact words were, we've been through this so many times, we know how this go.
So tell me, what specifically did Mr. Hawkins say or do to you besides that?
That's except the fact that he lied and said he heard me call his kids MFers when I know that I didn't. That's the only thing that he did. He told me that I couldn't put him out and that the leasing office couldn't put him out because they've been through this so many times that they knows how this go. So I'm saying in the back of my mind, okay, because like I said, and at one time, it seemed like whenever I ate or drank something out of my refrigerator, I had diarrhea. So I was thinking that they was putting something in my food and my drinks. You know what I'm saying?
So were you in fear for your safety?
Yes, I was. At one time, yes, I was.
Okay.
Yes, I was.
Hold on a second. All right, Miss Hawkins, you got to turn the light on so I can see your face. All right, I'll hear from you, Miss Hawkins.
You see me?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Good to know. How are you?
I'm well. Go ahead.
Me and Miss Denise is friends. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes, ma'am.
Me and Miss Denise is friends. November 10th, November 9th is when we moved over to Miss Denise's house. The reason being because, we got that Kim money. Kim gave everybody money. We was homeless, we was staying in a B&B. The money somebody stole our money in New York. We didn't have nowhere to go. Denise said, I love y'all kids. Y'all got some kids. Y'all some good people. Y'all come over here. First, I was reluctant, and then I said, okay, we ain't got nowhere to go. My job was paying enough. I was working at Cracker Barrel. It just went down to 5 hours, $11 an hour. So I said, okay, I took Miss Denise up on her offer. We got there. We had a good time. She was like, I was trying to get as soon as possible, Denise. She was like, oh, y'all can go Thanksgiving. I ain't had no Thanksgiving with nobody. I know Sean cook. I know you can cook. And I said, cool, yeah, we'll for you. She was sick off and on. They went to church. When they went to church, they got sick from the pastor's grandkids. They got caught the flu. My daughter had the flu. Miss Denise had the flu. So she called me. She said, she texted me, you need to take them kids to the hospital. I said, I am. I took them that was coughing, but only one had the flu. So they went back to church. They came back. The coughing started again. Miss Denise asked me, can she take my 14-year-old to Tennessee with her? I told her no. I said, Tennessee? I don't know y'all. Y'all take her to Tennessee. So the pastor's wife, she mentioned again, she gave us some money on a bus card to, get our jobs. See, all the way from North Cross to Union City, we need new jobs. So I thought that was, nice. She said she got a program, nonprofit. She helped people. But when I told her she couldn't take my 14-year-old out of town, stuff started changing around. It started getting funny. So I said, okay. She got sick again after she went to Tennessee. She came back. The doctor said it was a different kind of flu because my kids got sick again. So she sent me this message. I was talking to her from, texting her from while she was at the hospital, like, hey, this Felicia, how you doing? I hope you feel better. She had texted me back, yeah, you need to take them kids to the hospital. I said, I am. But it seemed like more people now. So instead of me just trying to get on the bus because I don't have no money and I have to go on the other side of town to go to my storage, I'm trying to get my money together to get a car so we all can go.
Stand by. So I'm following a whole bunch of what you say, but according to her, y'all were making her pee in the trash can because y'all weren't being very respectful. And
oh my God, we had nothing but love, Your Honor. We had nothing but love. All this, she told me right before we left. You know, I peed in my trash can. It's no big thing, but if somebody in there, I just pee in my trash can. I didn't know it was a problem. Whenever Miss Denise said, you know, we was making her food, which she really wasn't eating, but she eating the Geraldine, her pastor's food. So she wasn't eating our food like that. But I go buy water, I go buy the things she like, so she, you know, eat that, but she don't eat it all. So no, like she was peeing in her garbage can. She was because she wanted to. It was no reason why we in there do what we got to do and get out. We know it's a lot of us.
In her petition, it says that you told her. Let's see what it says. The spirit of death was following her around her house.
She told me
she's going to die. And
she told me.
Hold on, and it says your children were praying that she die, and y'all broke the bathroom door, damaged the entertainment center. Let's see.
Damn.
I have pictures. And that you've been smoking weed and drinking every day at her house. And you burned up her pan.
And I burned up her pan.
Yeah, that was all the petition that you got.
I burned her pan.
Whoever put the apartments together, we fixed that stuff. Like we fixed the door in the bathroom. It was coming off. So my husband fixed it back. We spent $100, bought her some nice brand new bathroom stuff, some stainless steel bathroom stuff to go behind the toilet, a bar to go on top of the toilet. We bought her a stainless steel and diamond like scrunchy thing to wash out the toilet with. I did all the cleaning and I did it very well. Like I said, we took care of Miss Denise as much as possible. Her furniture, she said it came from she was homeless as well, so she said she got the furniture from a program. After she came back, when she put this plan together, because she did tell me from the hospital, I want you to leave. And I'm like, oh my God, Miss Denise, we ain't do nothing. Because this the that she sent me. She sent me a text telling me, you ain't did nothing I told you to do since you've been here. All you do is smoke and drink. So I'm like, Miss Denise, all you do is smoke and drink too, and you smoke crack. I would never judge you smoking crack. You know, I said, why you judging me? I handle my business.
Why you judging me?
Go to work. My husband go to work. And then I had to let her know. I was trying to get a job doing, you know, the daytime hours. I don't know nothing over here. But my husband said you called the little girls motherfuckers. So I never say that. Your kids lied on me. I said, I didn't say my kids, my husband.
Okay. Let me, Mr. Hawkins, go ahead. Let me hear from you.
Motherfuckers. Like what the
hell? When we first
got
there, like she said on November, Denise was already complaining about headaches and stuff. She said she wouldn't for the first week. We seen her maybe twice. She got up, went to the bathroom, got some water, then went laid back down. She wasn't eating or doing nothing. She went to church, like my wife said. She took my 2 daughters with her. They came back with the flu. They was in the room coughing for a couple of days. She finally decided to go to the doctors. She went to the doctors. She found out that she had, it's in the text messages my wife got. We got all the text messages since we've been there. She found out that she had the flu, and they think she had blood clots on her lungs. Okay, so she went out, she came home, she went to Tennessee, she came back with another strand of the flu. You know, the kids got sick. We moved everybody out of that room because she said she was coming back with oxygen this time. So she had
y'all got 8 people living up in this house with this poor lady.
8 fucking people.
We wasn't even trying to stay there though. That's what the whole thing was. We were saving our money to get an apartment. Like we're not, you know what I'm saying? We already know this was no place we wanted to be. We didn't even want to come on this side of town because we were from Norcross. Like we was working, trying to get out of there. That's what we were doing. When she got sick, that's when she started flipping out on us. She just switched up. So I informed, like, she like, get out. I'm like, well, in the state of Georgia, after somebody being there 30 days, you got to take us to housing court. That's it. So I guess she figured out she could use
instead of listening to this, instead of listening to this lady, instead of listening to her and get out of her house, she's sick. There's 9 people in a 1-bedroom house. You decide that you're gonna play lawyer and tell her, you know, she's got to evict you.
Because everything was cool. We was spending money on her. That's a question for him. And she just broke out with that.
That's a question for him.
Go with her.
That's a question for him.
I'm sorry.
Mr. Hawkins. So then you decided he can't put you anywhere.
After I started working, that it takes I have to have a certain amount of checks to get to apartments. You know what I'm saying, to show my income. So we like you said, we were planning on being gone for Christmas, but we ended up having to like double pay my bills because we knew we were having to leave and save money to get in the hotel. This cost $108 a day.
$108.
We were going to leave, period.
So how did all the damage get done? Mr. Hawkins, how did all the damage? No, Miss Hawkins, I'm talking to Mr. Hawkins. Mr. Hawkins, how did the damage get done to the house?
I don't know what damage she's talking about. When we got there, her toilet roll and her door handle was loose. It's Allen key screws you need to use. I told her I had some, they was in my storage. You know what I'm saying? I get them when I go to my storage. I rented a car to even go over there. But that's when the different stuff started happening. Like every day she'll come out and show us the pictures of the twins that, like we don't know who they were. So I asked her one day, I said, do you think you have signs of dementia? And she said, yeah, my psychiatrist told me that. So I don't know what all this other stuff she's been saying and hearing or what, like we told her the only spirit in the text message, my wife said the spirit that's around you is that gossiping spirit, because she sit around and want to talk about everybody all day. That's all. I don't all that stuff. Like I fixed the door. I don't know what she's talking about in the cabinet because all that stuff was used from somewhere anyway. So I don't know what she was talking about that was on the cabinet. The door handle was loose. I just tightened the screws. That's all it was.
But you have like 8 different people living in the apartment.
We just want to get our stuff and leave her alone. That's all.
Anything else, Miss Denise?
My daughter lost her job because she
Anything else, Miss Denise?
Mr. Hawkins, shut up.
As a matter of fact, where my wood got damaged on my entertainment center, the 5-year-old admitted that she did it. Okay, but anyway, I just I need them to get all this stuff out my living room. Okay, because I can't even sit down in my living room. And also, y'all took the remote to my TV in the living room. Y'all took my remote to my television. Y'all took my big bag of Dr. Till's Exercise.
Mr. Hawkins, shut up.
Let me tell you something. Because the day
not gonna argue.
Okay, let's go. Now we're gonna put you all on mute if you start talking over each other. Okay. All right, Mr. Hawkins, you can go there with a Sheriff's Department escort, but it's only Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and it has to get scheduled out probably a couple of weeks in advance, right, Ms. Free?
That's correct, done at least 2 weeks.
So it's going to have to get, and it's at 10 a.m. or 6 p.m. Which do you prefer? It'll be with the sheriff coming with you there. They don't play 2 minutes in the truck.
Tuesday?
It's a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. It's probably going to be a couple of weeks out. They're not 2 men in the truck. They don't help you. They just stand there while you get your stuff.
That's all I need.
Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, 10 a.m. or 6 p.m.
Tuesday at 10.
All right. What we're going to do is if both of y'all will put your emails in the chat, I think we have your email, Miss Denise. So, Miss Hawkins, if you want to put both your emails in the chat, we'll send you a copy of the order. We'll put it in place. We're going to send you a copy of the order that lets you go to that house and get your things. Now, there's also instructions on that order that says you have to call the sheriff's department and confirm, okay? So, Ms. Free has to reach out to the sheriff's department and see what Tuesday at 10 a.m. they have available. You can't be late. You got to show up, and you've got to call them in advance. You have to read every single word on that order, okay?
I will.
And just get what you got to do because you can only go one time. So once y'all place your emails in the chat, y'all can leave the meeting, and we'll send y'all a copy of the orders.
Now we are going over to Licking. Oh, and Licking County is done. Okay, so Travis County, Texas. To finish.
And Judge, I think Miss Gonzalez has made it very clear to us.
Oh, look, Attorney Miss Kim right here.
Because of the change in the staff.
With the microphone right there. Whoa.
So you'd prefer something sooner, but you're okay with January 25th, Mr. Schindler?
No, Judge, I'm not. If we're doing it that close to Mrs. Kim's due date, we would like it to be after she gives birth.
Oh.
Is this child a child of the marriage?
No, there is no marriage.
there was a common law marriage claim made at the beginning, which is why the styling may say in the middle of the marriage on your end, Judge.
Ah. It does.
Judge
in fact,
Jan.
So, okay. So this is a SAPSR.
Correct.
Got it. All right.
And if the due date is also February, I again suggested May 17th only because of how many settings were on the jury docket. And so it can be before then also.
All right. I don't have.
Turn the camera on, everybody take
We'll be
a
back
seat.
later.
Now we're bringing you the heat from the judge to the jury. Everybody's on screen. We're from the Live Zoom court. You know what I mean?
Hope everyone has a fantastic Wednesday. We'll be back later, y'all. Bye-bye.
Boots on the floor, but the courtroom's online. Judge on the screen and the cases in line. From Texas to the world, we're watching it unfold.